So, hey, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So today's workshop is entitled How to Fix Your Stomach. Now, some of you have been here last month, and YouTube world, last time we did How to Fix Your Digestive System. So it's not like the same thing, and the answer is no. Because last month, here in California, we kind of set trends here. Sometimes people think, age is a state of mind, right? Well, it is true because, here in California, we don't, we exercise, we eat organic food, we don't drink much, smoke much at all, actually, that's taboo. So we're really fit, so we want to look good and feel good. The problem is, it's called limitation of matter. Last month, we talked about when you eat something, and if you're in your 50s and 60s, and you eat too much food during Christmas holidays, you feel kind of full, because you don't have all this hydrochloric acid. So when you're in your 50s and 60s, you have approximately, 10% left. Christine, are you in your 50s and 60s? No, good.
None of us is.
Okay, good answer. Okay. And certain things happen. That's one of the things that happen when we age. We lose our hair. We get gray, unless you have a little outside help like I do. And you lose hydrochloric acid. There's nothing you can do. You sag a little bit. That you can exercise and work out. Today we're not going to talk about that because this is not age specific. Anybody and everything can have this. When I say how to fix your stomach, you know what? Your stomach's really not the problem. It's a what? It's an innocent victim. So for example, what happens? You have your esophagus and you have your stomach here. And what happens? The stomach slides up because the esophagus slides up. So the problem is the stomach the problem? No. There's a muscle around your waist called the what? The diaphragm. And how many here, show of hands, have I worked on their diaphragms before? Pretty well, almost everyone here, yes. So what happens when that muscle gets weak, the esophagus slides up and takes the stomach with it. That's a problem. So what do you have to do if you pull down the stomach? Is that going to last? And the answer is no. Why? Because what controls the diaphragm? I think, Nira, you know the answer. The brain and nervous system. Yes. So we're going to show you how to do this. We're going to fix the stomach by pulling it down. But you have to fix the diaphragm that controls this thing that keeps it down. So you can push it down, but if you walk out of here 5 minutes later, it's going to come back up. So the question is, why would you want to do this anyways? I mean, what are the symptoms of having, we call this a sliding hiatal hernia? It's like not like a hernia like you would have down below, like an inguinal hernia. It's not a tear in the muscle. It's a clinical sliding hiatal hernia where the stomach goes up because of the esophagus. So you're going to pull this down here. Boy, this is a nice day, by the way. Beautiful day here in Southern California. It's sunny. It's what's your date today? January 14, 2017. All last week is pretty sunny, wasn't it? No, it was raining. Hi, come on in. Roberta, come on in. I guess you'll be the guinea pig because you're late, right? No, just kidding. It's sunny here today, but anyways, I'm glad you made it because you have better things to do. Everyone has better things to do. It's a nice sunny day. We're depleted from the sun all week. So here we go. We're going to start that off. So we're going to show you how we do this. Oh, the symptoms of having a hiatal hernia is you feel bloated after. Now, how does this cause? What causes these things to happen? Well, if you eat too much, for example, and you do what after? You lie down. Or sit or lying down, especially lying down. If you sit and you lie down after you eat, the food that's in the contents of the stomach goes upward. No, so the question is, how long do you wait before you can lie down? Well, yeah, it depends what you eat. If you have a steak, a piece of red meat, 4 hours before it leaves you. Yeah. Oh. That's if you have proper hydrochloric acid to break down the protein. Now, chicken and fish and vegetables, that kind of stuff, I don't know, a couple of hours or so. What else causes it? Stress and anxiety. Anybody have that here? Christy, you don't have any stress? I'm just kidding, we all do, at all different levels. And sitting contracts the muscles here, so everything, there's a lot of causes anyways. We're not going to get into what causes it, we want to get to how to fix this. So explain what we're going to be doing this morning. Like we do with every workshop here, we're going to find someone here that has a limited range of motion. Now why we do that is because when we fix this, we're using their nervous system to fix this hiatal hernia. By the way, this is not going to be a correction of the pyloric sphincter. I'll tell you why, because with the higher here, you're going to pull down. If you do have a sphincter, it's like a valve in your stomach that's slammed shut. We call it a pyloric sphincter. It's closed. You have to push it down and to the right. Now, I don't want you to get that confused. If you push down to the left, you're going to make it worse. So you don't want to get worse when you leave. You want to get better. So can anybody remember to pull down?
Yeah.
Because it's gone too far up, you're going to pull down. And you can pull down as you're breathing. Now, if you don't remember this, it's okay. Is that your fan club?
Sure.
Can I get your autograph after? Just kidding, Josh. When you breathe in, when you breathe in, your diaphragm actually goes down. When you breathe out, it goes up. Don't memorize this. So just remember when it's going up, you want to pull down, and that's how you do this. When you see this once, I mean, most of you have had this done on you, right? So you know how this works. So what we're going to do here this morning is here's the basic format. I'm going to find someone who has, like I mentioned, a reduced range of motion. And because when we fix this, it'll be a systemic effect. You feel less full, and you'll have better range of motion. So I'll pick someone out of the audience, and we'll do the demonstration. I'll show you how we do this. It's simply, here's how we're going to do it. You're going to put your hand on the person's stomach, and you're going to go a week, hopefully, unless you had nothing to eat. Right, Christine? I'm not picking on you this morning. Gotta pick on someone. You gotta pick on me after, okay? And so what you're gonna do is you're going to pull down, but you're gonna put the back of your hand down in the lower rib cage. That's like it's a thoracolumbar junction, big fancy word meaning right where the rib cage ends. And you're gonna be pushing in to do yourself a minor fixation correction. So this way, you're actually affecting the nervous system. Because if you don't do this, if you just pull down, this won't last. It really won't. And this is a phenomenal thing to do. So the whole idea here, my philosophy is, when you do it on each other, and you pair up and they do it on you, you get to know how to do this. So when you're by yourself, that's the whole idea behind doing this. When you're by yourself and you feel like, oh gosh, I feel like a little heartburn. That's another common symptoms. Pain, chest pain. By the way, the most common cause of chest pain is gas. It is. Gas, heartburn, that kind of stuff. Not cardiac. I mean, I'm not saying you're not going to have a cardiac problem, but the chances are slim. Especially here in California, right? Just kidding. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Let's find a person that's got some limited range of motion. Hair look good today, Wendy. I'm not saying you're going to have this problem, but you never know, right? Okay, let's everyone stand up and let's cross your arms. We're going to twist to the left and to the right. And see who we got for reduced range of motion. Keeping this back and forth here. Wendy! Tag her in again! Wow. Okay. Did you reduce your range of motion just for this?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Boy, come on. Okay, Christine, you can sit down. So watch how we do this. So, and you always stand by the person. You know, you want to stand in front. You don't want to overpower. It's not a test. It's not a contest. It's to see if you're strong. First of all, you have to make sure the person's strong. Because if you're weak, that's another problem. So you always want to keep the elbow straight. Don't recruit the biceps or the triceps. You're going to push up towards the ceiling and go. Okay, so we have a strong muscle. Now, just for here, for demonstration purposes, you're going to put your hand on your stomach, and you can do when you're doing it on each other, and you'll see how the muscle goes weak. Now, when you're doing it by yourself, you don't do this. You just do the actual thing by yourself, okay? But just so you can see that it does work. That's the whole point of doing this, to see for your own self-realization why this works. When you're doing it by yourself, you don't muscle test yourself, just do it. So, okay, Wayne, so go ahead and put your hand in, probably your left hand in your stomach area. And let's see, let's just see if you go weak. And you do. Take your hand away. It's really that simple. Okay, so right now there's a problem in the stomach. We don't know what it is. Could be, what did you have for breakfast again? No, don't. Yeah, it's something, right?
Bagel.
Oh, you guys together or something? And cream cheese?
No.
Just, don't ask. Okay.
Don't mix my carbs with my proteins.
Right. Food
Nutella.
combining.
Strawberry jam.
So food combining. Okay, so I taught you well. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to put your thumb and you're going to pull down and you're going to put your hand in the back of your thoracolumbar junction. So can you do that, please? And I would probably put your right thumb here and just you're going to pull down and then you're going to put your hand, maybe if you face the camera for a second here, face Corey here so you can see where the hand, yeah, just in the back where the lower rib cage is. Okay, you can face the camera, face YouTube. By the way, YouTube's transmitted not only in the United States and California, worldwide. Yeah, so when you see all the, I've had calls from India about this and Pakistan, all over the world, Europe, Australia, so it's everywhere. So if you can remember this, as you breathe out, your diaphragm goes up. So as you breathe out, as your diaphragm's going up, you want to pull it down the opposite way so it stays down. That's what we're trying to do. If you can remember one thing here today, correct this as you're breathing out, not in. If you mix it up, it's going to work anyways, but not quite as good. You want the maximum effectiveness. Yeah, you got that? Am I write it down for you?
No.
Okay. On your forehead? Okay.
So breathe in.
So you're going to breathe. And by the way, Simi, you're doing this and you're pushing in the back of the thoracolumbar junction. So breathe in. And you breathe. Oh, we forgot something. Oh my goodness. Range of motion. Okay, we got to do this before and after. I'm slipping. Maybe I need to eat something, right? So step forward here. I want you to see which way Wendy is restricted when she twists, either to the left or to the right. Which one do you think it is? So cross your arms again and twist to the left and twist to the right. Which one does?
To the left.
Yeah, quite a difference, isn't it? Okay. It's markedly different to the left. So the left is definitely reduced. So when we do this correction, you'll see, hopefully, it'll be, yeah, so go ahead and as you're gonna push there and breathe in. And as you're breathing out, pull down, right. Breathe in. And breathe. You do this about 5 or 6 times. Now,
So when you breathe in,
your diaphragm drops
and
down.
when you breathe out and you push down, do you keep it in place so that you go to the next level?
No, you just, good question. No, you leave your thumb, you don't move, you put it right where the xiphoid is, the stomach, kind of in the general area. I mean, your stomach's right here, so you can kind of get it anywhere. I mean, don't be down here, the stomach's not here. Okay, got too far south. Just right where the ribcage ends, this xiphoid, the bone where it ends here, you're gonna pull it down. Yeah, you leave your thumb there, yes.
And then go a little further and a little.
No, you just leave
stay-
it. No,
okay.
just leave it there. Yeah. So go ahead and breathe in, and breathe out, and by the way, keep doing this about 5 or 6. By the way, if you had something to eat this morning, substantial, which some people want to do the ketogenic diet, that's questionable. But if you have something to eat, you notice this will be very effective. Yeah, like 5 or 6 times, and you're pushing in the back. Yeah. So this is fantastic. No, is it as good as when I do it? Well, no, because I have a heavy hand. No, of course not. No, this is pretty good though. And by the way, you do it always standing. Why? Because you're affecting the spinal cord and meninges. You don't do this sitting down or lying. You could probably lying down, I suppose. Okay, that's about 5 or 6 times, right? Okay. Now, in case, I think you know the answer to this question here, right? In case we have Wendy put her hand on her stomach and she goes weak, what does that mean? We have to do it again. Okay. So you put your hand just on your stomach, make sure it doesn't go weak. You're gonna push up and go. Try again, and that's quite strong. So yeah, what? Don't clap yet, because you have to see if there's a reduced, if the range of motion that was reduced to the left is better. And which way was one day restricted to the? And oh, wow, that is better. Now you can clap for one. Okay, all righty. Are there any questions on this simple maneuver? Because it doesn't get much easier than this, does it? So what you're going to do, any questions so far? I mean,
Do you take the thumb away from the spot in the back, or less pressure when you're doing in between?
you can,
breathing
you know
in?
what, just to make it simple, just leave it there.
Okay.
I mean, the simpler the
So
better.
turn around, show us
Yeah,
exactly.
show us the
so
back.
where the rib cage ends, you put your hand here, and it's like what I call a gunshot approach. I mean, you can't put how high can you go? Just put it right here, right where the rib cage ends, right? Don't put it down here. That's too far down. Just right there, and just leave your hand there, and you're gonna kind of push in, and you're gonna make a change on your spine. You really will. Now there's other things that we need to do sometimes with a diaphragmatic correction. We have to fix the psoas muscles if it's hypertonic. We're not going to get into cranials and all that stuff, feet. That's what we do in applied kinesiology. The point of this is when you're doing by yourself, you don't do this kind of stuff. You fix this, you fix that, and you feel. By the way, did you have a full stomach when you came here?
The only thing is that
No.
Okay,
not really.
wrong answer.
Yes.
That's okay. The whole point is you know how to do this.
But I do that all the time though, every single day. Every single day I feel bloated, so.
So this will help.
Even if I eat a little bit, so.
So this is why Wendy is a good candidate for this. So what we're going to do is, by the way, this is not a substitute for enzymes or anything like that. This is not a digestive thing. That was last month. You can have both, by the way. You can have both, except you won't have the one we had last month because you're not 60, are you? Or 50?
No.
If you are 50 or 60, I want to take what you're taking. Okay.
All
Okay, so anyways.
How long would this be in effect? So
The question is, how long does this self-treatment gonna last? And the answer is, I don't know. Probably quite a while. Probably, maybe not, 5 years, but I'm not sure. I mean, here's what you're doing this because something's wrong with your stomach. It's gone upward. By the way, again, it's not the stomach. You're pulling it down because the diaphragm on one or both sides are weak. It's inhibited. We call it in applied kinesiology. So you want to do a neurological correction. So when you fix this, it'll last probably a few hours.
okay.
Oh yeah. No.
So you should do it when after you eat.
Well, I would think so. Yeah, that's probably the best time. I mean, no point doing it if you have an empty stomach, because. But you can do. You know what? You can do this anytime you want. By the way, if you do this on yourself, and you need it, you'll find good benefit from it. But if you don't need it and you do it anyways, are you going to harm yourself? No. That's the nice thing about coming to these free workshops is you do something, if you don't need it, you're not going to harm yourself. There's that safety net. That's the nice thing about this. So what we're going to do here is we're going to pair up. So we're going to stand up in just a second. You find someone to work on. You're going to do the same test. You're going to stand by the person. You're going to put your hand on, or they put their own hand. Same thing I did here. The person's going to go weak. And then, even if they don't go weak, just do it anyways. Do the range of motion. I almost forgot about that. See, I'm slipping. You do before the range of motion, before and after, because you want to make sure you've done something systemically. I mean, this is really good stuff. And then you're going to do the thing. You're going to pull. The person probably going to do it themselves. And do what we just did. Just breathe out. As you're breathing out, you're pulling down. I use your thumb. You can use your whatever you want. You can use your fist if you want. You don't have to do that, but whatever is comfortable for you. I use a thumb when I do this, when you're standing up. When I do it on people here, do I use my thumb on people? No, I use my whole hand. You can do that. You can do whatever you like. You can stand on your head if you want. I mean.